Hello friend, in today's video we will learn how to simulate the LED with Raspberry Pi. This is very basic project, that is very basic idea how to connect the LED with Raspberry Pi and how to simulate that LED with Raspberry Pi. So the reason behind this I created this video because one of our subscriber request me, sir please create a video on basic LED with Raspberry Pi. He wants to interface LED with Raspberry Pi. So for that reason I have create this video. So if you have any such a request, if you want to simulate any project that you are facing some trouble in your project, then you can send me a request on my mail ID. I will make video on that so that everyone get help from your idea. So let's start with this project first. You can see we have two LED, one is red LED and one is yellow LED. So you can see first LED will turn on, and after that second LED will turn on. Then after that first LED will turn off and second LED will turn off, and this will continue for infinite number of time. So we will create such type of project so that you will get idea about how to turn on and turn off of LED by using Python program with Raspberry Pi. So I request you, please watch this complete video so that you will get idea about Python program also and hardware design also. So before we jump to the next part, there is one announcement. Once we reach the 500 subscriber, then there is a MCQ competition for my 500 subscriber. So I will ask you 20 question in that video, and if any subscriber gives correct 20 answer for the 20 question, then I will send you the 500 rupees on his Google Pay number. So please watch my all videos because that question belongs to my all video only. Okay, so if you want to create a new project in Proteus software, you have to download the Proteus 8.9 software. And after you download 8.9 software, just right click on this software and go to the run as administrator and click on yes. So once you click on yes, if you want to create a new project, just go to the new project button and give your project name just like LED. Then after that, provide the path whatever you want to save your project. Then click on next, and then select this create schematic. Click on next. Then select this do not create a PCB layout. Then click on next. Then select the create firmware project. So after you create a firmware project, go to the family and select Raspberry Pi and click on next and click on finish. So once you click on finish, then you can see there are source code and there is schematic capture. In source code there are already some program files available, but we do not require this program file because this program file are mainly considered with the Raspberry Pi BCM chip, and we will use Raspberry Pi as a complete board. So first we delete all this file. So Control A, select all and delete all this code from here. Then first we design the schematic for our project. So you can see we already have the Raspberry Pi. Then we require two LED here. So to take the LED, just go to the component mode, then go to the P and here type red LED. And once you type red LED, you can see this LED will turn up here. Then click on this LED and place that LED here. Then again go to that same component and click on this LED. This LED has different color, let's say yellow. Click on OK and place that LED here. So we have taken two LED. Then you can see first point of LED should be connected to Raspberry Pi. So if you want to connect that pin to Raspberry Pi, just go to the terminal mode, then click on default and place that default pin here. Again second default pin here. Then second point of two LED should be connected to ground. Again go to a terminal mode and go to the ground. Here you can find the ground. Then place that ground here and place that ground here. Connect that ground one by one here. Then connect that default pin one by one here. Then after that if you want to connect this default pin to Raspberry Pi GPIO 4 number pin, so just double click on this pin and give your name GPIO 4 and click on OK. Same for LED 2, we will connect on GPIO 17. So double click on this pin and give your name GPIO 17. Click on OK. So in this way we have completed the circuit, and if you want to give the box for this circuit, just go to this square box and click on pin and just draw the box and place both LED inside this box so it looks good. Then if you want to give some name here, again go to the A and click on pin and place that pin here and give your name LED module and you can increase the size of this. Okay, once you increase the size, click on OK and place. You can see LED module name come here. If you want to place that module in other place, just go to this arrow selection mode and click on this and just place wherever you want. So in this way we have completed the LED circuit. It is very easy and it is very basic. After that we will see the source code. So you can see the source code section is blank and you have to write the source code one by one here. So already I have written my source code. So if you want to see, I will open my code here. So you can see this is my circuit, and inside this code there is source code. So let's say importance of each and every line from this source code. So first line is input time. So if you want to create some delay in your code, just like when we run our code, first LED will turn on and after there is some delay and then second LED will turn on. So for that we require some time delay, and if you want to add some time delay in your code, you require this library import time. Okay, next line is import raspberry pi.gpio as GPIO. So you can see if you want to access some GPIO pin from Raspberry Pi, then you require this package. Then gpio.setMode GPIO board. Actually in real time Raspberry Pi can work as two method, as a Raspberry Pi board or Raspberry Pi BCM chip. So if you want to select as a Raspberry Pi complete board, then you require this line. Then gpio.set warning to the false. So in actual hardware, whenever you run the code, then Raspberry Pi gives you warning that on Python shell, like whatever the GPIO pin you have used is already used before. So to avoid that warning, we will use this line. Then red LED and LED yellow, these are the two variable and having number 7 and 11. Why this 7 and 11? Because you can see in schematic we have connected red LED to GPIO4 and GPIO4 is connected to 7 number pin of Raspberry Pi BCM chip. So that we have given here red LED red to 7, then LED yellow to 11, because second LED, that is yellow LED, is connected to GPIO17 and GPIO17 is connected to Raspberry Pi 11 number pin. So that we have given both this pin number here, and for that if we want to access that pin, we will use this variable later. So after that we have to declare both the pins, that is first pin and second pin, as output, because Raspberry Pi sends signal on this LED, so that this LED will turn on and turn off. So if Raspberry want to send that signal, then this Raspberry Pi pin should be act as output pin. And to declare any pin as output, we will use this line gpio.setup then pin number gpio.out. And with this logic we define two LED pin, that is red and yellow, as output pin here. Okay, after that while one. So basically while one is used to run the project for the infinite number of time. So whatever the code behind inside this while one, it will execute infinite number of time. So first line is gpio.output LED to true. So whenever you want to turn on the LED or whenever you want to send the signal on GPIO pin, you have to send the one signal on this pin. So if you want to send the one signal on this pin, you should use gpio.output LED red to the true. So in this way Raspberry Pi send the one signal on this 7 number pin, and in that way this LED will turn on, because this LED gets high signal from Raspberry Pi, and high signal is nothing but 0.3 voltage or 3.3 voltage. So with this voltage this LED will turn on. So after that there is some delay, then you have to turn on the second LED. So like with the same logic, gpio.output second LED number, then true. So second LED will turn on, then some delay. So after that we have to turn off the first LED. So to turn off the first LED, you have to send the false signal on that LED. So gpio.output LED false signal, then you have to turn off the second LED after some delay. Then same logic, gpio.output yellow LED, then false, then some delay. So in this way, this is the basic logic behind this code, behind this project. If you learn something new from me, just click on the like button and please subscribe my channel, and please provide your valuable comment, because with your comment the other student gets verification, gets idea about how this channel and what are the quality of this channel. So please like, share and comment.